Hello Hunters! Title Update 4 just released and added Gogmazios to the game, who has introduced a massive amount of power creep and a lot of RNG grind to the game. Let's see how he shakes up the greatsword meta, starting with the weapons. Using Gogmazios as materials, we can now upgrade Ardian weapons, which were already top 2, to an even higher level. When upgrading, we have found the affinity focus to be consistently stronger than the damage one, as it trades 10 raw for 10 affinity, while the damage focus trades 15 affinity for 10 raw. Upgrading to a Gogma Ardian weapon will put a random set and group skill bonus on our weapon, which contribute a single point towards getting the corresponding skills while the weapon is equipped. This lets us get even more set bonuses on our builds, resulting in the biggest power creep in Wild so far. Most group skills are rather underwhelming, so the obvious choice we should aim for is Lord's Soul. As for the set bonus, there are many decent options. The best set bonus for Greatsword is hands down Soul of the Dark Knight, which coincidentally also ended up being the optimal roll on the weapon, as the Bale set pieces are not the most efficient. Getting this specific combination of bonuses on your weapon has a 0.26% chance of happening on each reroll. This is a 1 in 385 drop, but don't worry, we'll have budget sets as well that only require one weapon skill roll. In addition to the set and group skills, the upgrade bonuses on our Ardian weapon will also rank up when upgrading to Gogma. They will each get a random level increase that will result in additional stats, with the highest bonus being EX. Each type of upgrade has a different number of levels. Sharpness only has 2 levels, with level 1 giving 30 sharpness as usual, and EX giving 50. Attack and affinity upgrades both have 4 levels, and you can only have 2 EX bonuses of the same upgrade. For example, if you have a greatsword with 2 sharpness and 3 raw upgrades, the best possible roll you can get are 2 EX bonuses for sharpness, 2 EX bonuses for raw, and the last raw upgrade can only go up to level 3 as you already have the maximum of 2 EX upgrades for raw. For the Gogma weapons, we have found 1 sharpness and 4 attack upgrades to be consistently the most powerful. The god roll for these upgrades will look like this. If you want more consistent crits, feel free to change an attack 3 roll for an affinity EX. The difference in EFR is extremely small, and we know some of you prefer consistency. For completion's sake, we also feel it necessary to mention that those of you who want to be super optimal may want to roll a weapon of each element, as the newer 9-star monsters are all really tanky, and the elemental damage may outperform 1 or 2 status procs in the long run. Remember that even in our AT Raidao video guide, we mentioned that elemental GS would be a good choice. This is obviously a lot of rolling, so we wouldn't worry about it unless you were speedrunning. Let's talk about the armors now. Gog's armor has some efficient pieces, but his set bonus is not very useful for us. Luckily, each of his armor pieces contribute a point to another monster's set bonus. Pay attention when crafting these, because the secondary set bonus is different between the alpha and beta sets. Title Update 4 also introduces an armor transcendence mechanic, which thankfully doesn't have gambling attached to it. Transcending our armor at the smithy lets us upgrade them further, and in addition, Rarity 6 and below pieces will also get slot upgrades from this, which brings back some long forgotten pieces into the meta. Let's move on to the sets now. As usual, we will only be using crafted talismans, because getting a god charm has an astronomically low chance of happening. When making the sets, feel free to slot in Burst 1 instead of another level 3 deco if you're an experienced player. You can also swap around the charms and decos to change levels of latent power for weakness exploit and agitator in case you're fighting easy monsters, where latent power will have low uptime. Lord's Soul and Soul of the Dark Knight are easily the most powerful set bonuses for Greatsword, so we always want to have these. Our strongest option for a third set bonus ended up being the Dosha one. The Powerhouse skill gives us 10 raw for 3 minutes after an offset or power clash. This bonus is extremely easy to keep up against the majority of matchups. Feel free to change the charm to Agitator for fights where your latent power uptime is low. Next, we have a returning champion, the Fulgur set bonus. This set bonus will extend our stamina bar, which will greatly increase our maximum might uptime, and the pieces have extremely good slots as well. This build is optimal for fights where we cannot offset. Since both of the previous sets only have a single level 1 slot, we also made a comfy version of the Fulgur set. This comes with 5 level 1 slots and Quick Sheath 3 by default. As promised, we also have some optimized budget sets for those of you who have only managed to roll one of the 2 optimal set bonuses on your weapon. The first one requires you to have Lord's Soul on your weapon to work, while the second one requires Soul of the Dark Knight. And that's all the sets we had for you guys. Hope you find them useful. Let us know in the comments if you think there are any other scenarios that are worth optimizing, and we might include them in the AT Jindahad video. Like and subscribe if you'd like to support us, and see you in the next one.
Oh my god, you actually just Dragon God him, holy shit, 67k.
6-7!
Shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up right now. Never speak again.
Somebody need to...
I will cut out your tongue. Your word privileges have been revoked.